You know what would be a good game for us all to play?
What's that?
Escape the Backrooms.
Oh, like the escape room things? Yeah, those are gay.
No, look it up on Steam. Escape the Backrooms. It's fucking scary. Duke would freak the fuck out.
Hell no. What is it called?
Microsoft.
Escape the Backrooms.
Oh, it's a video game. Okay.
Yeah.
On Steam.
You get chased by stuff, don't you?
Oh yeah. Entities.
Nope.
Entities, bro.
That's you opening up doors that you don't need to open up because then you'll end up in the back room.
Game, though.
No, it's not. So is the Ouija board, and I won't ever touch one of those. No. You don't mess with that stuff. That stuff is opening up doors you don't want to open up.
Oh, nah.
Like these ones scare me, like the Men in Black. Have you ever heard those stories? The Men in
Slenderman?
Black who show up and they're wearing like a suit and a hat, and then their face has like no fucking dimensions or whatever to it. It's just like a blank face, and then they stare at you and you fucking don't remember anything from it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, how about the black-eyed children?
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Those stories.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the black-eyed children. Let's look that up real quick.
Oh,
Those are scary. Those stories.
Like this shit.
nope.
Like that's obvious, dude. It's so obviously Photoshop, though, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
That's bad.
but yeah, I mean, I've never
Whoever
seen
Photoshop
anything
that
like
did a terrible job.
I mean, like those old-timey photos are already scary in itself.
Like these bitches just need some sleep and some like vitamin C or something.
Right.
Days of the old scary eyes.
And
Yeah.
back in those days, this was just before their wedding night.
Oh yeah, they're both getting married to the same dude, probably too.
Right.
Yeah, Mormons. How was Game of Thrones, Matt?
Fantastic. Fucking phenomenal.
Well, don't
That
ruin
As
ending.
it.
always.
That ending, though.
Mhm.
I didn't watch it, so shut the fuck up. I just wanted to know if it was
Oh,
good.
damn.
All right, so tonight, friends, Romans, and Patriots, lend me your ears and strap on your tinfoil hats because we're looking at fucking UFO videos tonight. We're looking at the most recent UFO videos that I could find on Twitter, except for the first one that is, nearby to where a certain Duke of New York lives, or Duke of whatever you are, the Dookie baby.
A number one.
A-
I'm the A number one.
Hold on now. Now let's get it straight. It is Glorious War Duke Chatterley Billingham Wellington Hampshire Neville Powerbottom III.
Wow. Holy.
Know me by my
Holy
titles. Kneel before me.
I was thinking of Hickok Honda Strange 8888 is my new name.
Yes, I think you should definitely do that.
The Marshal.
Hick Strange 8888.
Yeah, the Marshall. Hickok Honda Strange Marshall 8888 something. I don't know if I can know. All right, check this out, dude. This is near you, Duke.
All right. Here we go.
Oh,
This
no.
is not that one. Witness description. This video is on the highway near Flint, Michigan. 2019. The lights could be very well seen with drones. That was the very first and only time these have been appeared here. The strangest thing is the super fast ball of light.
What?
The fuck is that, bro?
Those are just a bunch of drones with LEDs.
You're a drone with an LED.
This is pre-drone.
2019, buddy.
They have drones. Dude, drones have been around for a long time.
Did they have? Okay, so like you've seen those like light shows that people have at their houses these days, where they have
Yeah.
like 100 drones flying over and it like makes a monster or whatever.
Like a Stranger Things.
That's a
and shit,
recent thing. They haven't had that for that long. They've had drones, but have they been like computer control coordinated like mass swarms of drones?
Yeah, DARPA has that.
During the
DARPA's
Olympics
had that
in-
for a while.
During the Olympics in China, like the opening ceremony, I think that's what they used.
Yo. Oh shit. Hold on, I'll be right back.
That's terrifying. It's not that
I
bad.
don't know. It looks beautiful to me.
Yeah, aliens wanting to draw you in so they can get your brains.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I just stumbled across a story: mysterious triangular-shaped UFO spotted in Michigan cornfield.
No,
From
you did.
From February 2018.
Oh, let's see that one.
Oh.
Can you
That's a
screen share that,
TRTB.
Matt? That'd be wonderful.
It's just a story. There's no pictures or anything.
All right, well, read it to us.
No,
Give us the
no.
gist. Give us
No.
the synopsis.
Interesting. Here's what's weird. This is on Yahoo, and it says footage, but it doesn't actually show the fucking footage. So, interesting footage features a mysterious flying object that vanishes from a cornfield after making crop circles has emerged. And anybody who saw the movie Signs knows this will end. How this will end. Triangle UFOs are being reported across the globe. Each time they are said to be black in color, enormous size, relatively low flying at slow speeds, and utterly silent. Duke.
Oh man.
That's one of ours. The triangular ones are ours. Those are 100% ours.
All right. Then we have this one. This is from October 14th, in case you missed the story
No.
last night about Radiance Technologies trying to get a hold of UFO/UAP related contracts. So this is a government contract that they're trying to back engineer UFOs admitted to, but in a news story. And I thought that was interesting and kind of goes along the same lines of what we're talking about tonight.
Oh.
That alien materials are being stashed and studied by aerospace contractors.
Can you guys hear this?
Now, at least one prominent
Yes.
contractor is letting it be known that it is actively seeking government contracts that might involve UFO technology. George Knapp has our exclusive story.
Tucked somewhere in the vast Nellis Air Force complex, a private defense contractor is working on weapons tech that may or may not ever see the light of day.
And if you guys don't know, Nellis Air Force Base is supposedly the first place that the U.S. government used to study captured UFO aircraft, spacecraft, whatever you want to call it.
That same contractor has an office inside Wright-Patterson Air Base, home to the military's original
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
UFO investigations. With 20 offices in 17 states, Radiance Technologies has quietly become a major player in developing cutting-edge weapons and systems for the Pentagon.
Dude, maybe you should, like, if you're trying to invest money, do you think that would be a good place to put it? Radiance Technologies, if they're publicly traded? Because they're going to come out with some shit if this is real.
But unlike some of its larger competitors, Radiance doesn't shy away from a topic long considered fringe or forbidden: UFOs.
If somebody had a UFO and wanted to take it apart to figure out how it worked, you'd accept that contract.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Why not, right? I'm waiting for one of those.
Yeah.
Tim Tinsley is an engineer who spent 2 decades working on missile defense systems before he joined Radiance. Unlike behemoths such as Lockheed or Northrop, Radiance is entirely owned by its employees. Tinsley rose to become president of the company, which has its home base in Huntsville, Alabama, also known as Rocket City.
Whether in Las Vegas and San Antonio, Dayton, Ohio, or Huntsville, it doesn't
If you guys want to chime in at any point, just talk and I'll pause it.
matter. You know, the idea there is we have a core set of values that runs through the company. So we have 105,000 square feet of facility here. So it's a made up of laboratories, classified and unclassified.
But what exactly does Radiance do? There are hints on its website of exotic defense technologies such as Star Wars-like direct energy weapons, hypersonic missiles, systems to defend against cyber warfare, and who knows what else. What are they doing at Nellis Air Force Base?
I can't tell you a lot, right? But what I can tell you is that we've supported the Las Vegas community, Nellis Air Force Base, for over 20 years. And, you know, a lot of the work we do is mostly for the Air Force, of course, but it resides in the RD&T, the Research Development Test and Evaluation spectrum.
As Tinsley knows, Nellis is one of the places rumored to house mysterious materials of unknown origin. The story, first reported by us more than 3 decades ago, is that a super secret program housed in or near Nevada's Area 51 military base has been trying to reverse engineer alien technology. That story spread all over the world, but has been dismissed as mere folklore by military agencies and defense contractors. Now, however, Congress is nosing around. Key committees have received closed-door briefings alleging the rumors are true, and legislation is pending to encourage whistleblowers to step forward and tell what they know about crashed saucers. Radiance isn't able to confirm the allegations, but the company has positioned itself just in case. Months ago, it announced the hiring of a reverse engineering specialist, longtime Navy intelligence official Jay Stratton, formerly the head of the Pentagon's UAP or UFO task force.
That's a little weird. They hired the ex-head of the UAP task force for the Pentagon.
Stratton urged Radiance to hire Dr. Travis Taylor, who worked with Stratton as the chief scientist for the UAP task force. When Radiance announced the hiring of the two veterans of UFO research, its news releases pointedly mentioned their UFO credentials.
Not worried about it creates a perception of you as a company that is reverse engineering UFOs or something?
No, we provide customer solutions. So whatever our customers want us to work on and support them, that's what we'll do.
So who is their customer in this case? The federal government, who has, in theory, fucking captured UFOs, as talked about by, what was that guy's name? You guys know who I'm talking about.
Oh, the one that features on Joe Rogan.
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar.
That's it.
Like, Bob Lazar came out and talked about this shit a long time ago and was dismissed, but then a lot of the information that he had turned out to be, like, credible or semi-credible or whatever, you know, like, confirmed by other people, by third-party sources and shit like that. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Astrophysicist Travis Taylor won't say what he and Stratton are working on, but made it clear what they hope to tackle.
Jay and I are working on growing the capabilities of doing reverse engineering of foreign materials and so on. And so it makes it the perfect place if we were to get something to reverse engineer, we would absolutely want to do that.
George Knapp, 8 News Now.
There you go. There's that story. Tom F. dropped in $10. Said, great topic tonight. Thanks, Tom. I don't know, I just stumbled upon this shit today, and I went down a rabbit hole and found like 20 different videos, all recent. Like this one.
The ANGAD program is pretty recent too, so. The fuck is that?
The guy's
trash bag.
The guy's filming the moon. Let's look at that again. What is that?
It's like a trash bag.
Looks like a floating penis. Doesn't it?
Like some plastic or something. Fucking.
I feel like it's that part in the in Austin Powers, and they're like, "That's one giant Wong. Pay attention."
Sorry, sir. I'm just trying to look at this giant
big salty nuts. Get your big salty nuts.
Oh, that's great.
May have watched that like a dozen
times. Okay, so
well.
Yeah, it looks like a trash bag till that part. Did you see that thing? Look again. I backed it up. Right. Focuses again. Something flies across the screen, like fast. I missed it. Whatever. Whatever, dude. This is just one video. This is just one example. You could probably poke holes in it. There's probably others that are fake, you know. But some of them, I'm not so sure. Not so sure. But yeah, this guy was recording on his Nikon P900. So, like, high-class fucking telephoto lens camera. Yada, yada, yada. All right. Move on to the next one. Okay, then I will show it again in slow motion. You see that? How it just zooms in? You see?
Yep.
Makes that right angle turn and then acts like an airplane.
My question is why the clouds aren't like doing anything. Like the camera completely freezes and then starts moving once it's out of the picture.
Tripod? I don't know.
Hey, can I address something real quick?
Yes.
Scott Patterson in the chat says, Matt, nobody can see my post in your live chats. Did you block me or something? No, dude. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. You, to my knowledge, you are not blocked. Your name doesn't show up on my list of like blocked channels or whatever. So
yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
He was saying that the other night, and I was like, I don't think I blocked. Like, I blocked like 2 people on your channel who were being fucking dicks, and then other people may have blocked someone else. I'm not sure.
Well, he's not showing up on my list because it would show up on my list. I can see who's been blocked, and he's not showing up. His name's not showing up, so I don't know what's going on there.
All right, this one is Denver, Colorado. Just recently, this is taken from a flight, I believe. Someone's just recording out the window, and pay attention to the lights in the sky that kind of like fade in and out like lightning bugs or something. Like, what is that? Looks like Star Wars is going on up there, and they're shooting their fucking blasters, you know?
Looks good. Battle Elf mentions Art Bell. Did you ever read up on his death?
Mm-mm.
Art Bell's death was very strange. Before Art Bell died, Art Bell was shot at multiple times, and it was documented. Someone was going to his studio shooting at him, and one time it happened outside of his vehicle where someone was trying to shoot him and kill him.
Jeez.
This was after he had left radio, and he kind of came back for one last hurrah, and was being shot at and ended up quitting the show over it. And this was strange because he had dealt with crazy people multiple times during his career and was really kind of always just brushed it off as, you know, just these are crazy people, we're fine, this is nothing. And then I think his wife, because he had a very young, considerably younger wife than he was, and they had a baby, like a small child, and his wife ended up convincing him to quit altogether, and he died soon after that of a heart attack, resulted from a accidental overdose. And that is a strange thing considering all the things he talked about his whole life, and that he was relatively healthy and dies of an accidental overdose.
Do you guys ever listen to Coast Hill with George Norrie?
Nah.
I used to.
Not the same.
It isn't the same, but it's the same show, you know, and it's got the same dude. And some of the people are just like some methamphetamine, Arkansas fucking corn-fed motherfuckers or something.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, Jesus Christ. But then on occasion, they'll have like a guest on, or they'll have someone call in that has something really interesting. It's been on like about the time that I get off of work, it's on the radio, and I listen to it for like 15 minutes on my way home every day, or at least 3 days a week.
I used to listen to Art Bell when I lived in California in the mountains, and I lived in Joshua Tree, and that was the creepiest thing to listen to, literally living on a mountain in the desert, high desert, and it was, good times, baby.
All right, there's this one, and this is just clouds, but like, what in the fuck would make a cloud like that?
Harp.
Is that the arc? Is that what's going on? It's the fucking weather manipulators?
Yeah.
Because that's not like a plume from a rocket or anything, you know? And I can't think of anything that would naturally cause a cloud formation that looks like
An all-seeing eye?
Yeah, in the sky. Or like the fucking portal from Stargate. It's like a Stargate in the sky. I don't know, man. What do you guys think?
I think this one's fake. Just the given the way it looks and everything. I'm pretty open to the stuff, but I don't believe this one. This one would have more people would have noticed it. It's not just a small event.
Well, it's not like these things get a lot of fucking attention when they happen. You know,
Yeah, a lot of people don't even look up at all.
And then as soon as like you post a video of something online, everyone just says CGI, bullshit, fake, blah blah blah. And that might be true, but like, you know, I'm not saying this is Oprah Winfrey. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Pavia 07 says, I remember Never Enough Ammo and Hasty Headlines had a story on the Pentagon saying we have crafts not of this world, and that like every 6 months they were going to give us a little more info. What happened?
Yeah, they came out. So I can't remember exactly how they worded it. But they said, I'm trying to remember how they worded it. It wasn't as blatant or obvious, but it was essentially something along the lines of, we do have proof of extraterrestrial. Did they use the word ships or crafts, or I think they might use the word vehicles. And you know, he said we have proof of extraterrestrial vehicles. So proof doesn't mean they're in possession of anything, but it means they have proof that there is this thing that exists. And the word vehicle does not imply anything other than something, you know, created for travel. If I remember correctly, this was a while back, but I do remember that. And yeah, that was somebody, I believe it was somebody in the military. I don't remember if they were from the Pentagon, but it was like an official report. It wasn't like some dude just like, oh, this fucking, what you call it, whistleblower that used to work for, so it was like somebody who was actively still there. And this was part of some like congressional hearing or something. I can't remember what it was. And he basically said, we have proof of extraterrestrial vehicles.
Yeah, that's ours. That's the TR3B right there. That's one of ours.
Yeah, Randy Butternut says, hey, Hannah, check out the patent I posted in your Discord, and this is what pulls up. A bunch of fucking technical shit, blah, blah, blah. But interesting is the pictures. It's the fucking, it's like the Gen 1 Death Star. Star Destroyer, sorry. You know what I meant. All right. Next one. So what is this? This is NASA, and they cut the feed. Why did they cut the feed? And if you look at, okay, so the International Space Station, if you don't know, has a 24-hour-a-day feed from their cameras from outside of the outside. And on occasion, something floats by, and then for whatever reason, when that happens, they cut the feed. And I've heard about this before. This is an example of them doing that. This guy's just like watching it on his TV and recording because, like, what the fuck is that thing? And it's changing colors. It started off red. Now it's like whitish green. Now there's two of them. Now they're blue. Are these like alien spacecraft having sex in our orbit? Now it's green again. Now it's white. Like, why does it keep changing colors? Now it's blue. Now it's dark blue. Maybe, okay, there's the cut of the feed. Maybe that was like refraction in the lens from the light source. You know, because the sun would be presumably somewhere over in this direction, you know, over here. So when it comes into but then you look over here, no, here's the refraction from the light source in the lens right here. Not this. This is separate and different from that. So there goes that excuse. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
Well, kind of goes back to a whole discussion of what could they be? Is it an alien? Is it another being? And I tend to go down the fact that I don't totally believe in the alien thing. I more believe that it's something other in the realm of the world that exists and is a part of our world, but we're not able to see them, like a entities, and could be other spirits, things like that are hanging out around the heavens, like the sky. And that's more of a possibility to me, that take on different forms, and would convince others that there's what better way to disillusion the fact of a creator than to have no creator, and we're all just beings that are on this planet, and we could be from aliens. So great deceivers, as they're called.
Vandre, what's up, man?
What up? What up?
We're looking at UFO videos tonight, just so you know. What were you gonna say there, Leo?
I think it's like a secret satellite. They probably was like, "Oops, you're not supposed to see that."
Or it was a prop on their little studio set that turned on and fucked up.
Well, shit, if they've got the fucking triangle shits that you're talking about, then why would they have a prop? Like, I don't believe that the International Space Station is...
Because it's interdimensional. If you really look into it, space is supposed to be ever expanding, right? So I just like fucking, from what I've seen on some of the leaked documents, is they talk about entities extra dimensional. So it's like they're coming from the same, like a different plane of existence than what we are on. So because you got like multiple dimensions or whatever, and they've proven that. So what that maybe they can, change things in our plane of existence, and we just can't see them. But all our technology is starting to be able to do weird shit. And
that's a fact, though. That's how it is. If they're from a higher dimension, they can do stuff in lower
or
dimensions.
a lower,
yeah,
or a lower dimension.
You know what I'm saying? If they're a higher, then they can do stuff in our dimension.
Well, and it's mathematically proven. I forget who the mathematician is or whatever, but in order for like certain physics things to make sense when they're looking at like individual particles and shit and the way that they move in relation to each other and strong and weak forces and stuff like that, how does it all tie together? Why is gravity the way it is? The only way it makes sense is if there's actually 11 dimensions of time and space and everything, and they're all at right angles to one another, and the only ones that we can actually determine or experience are up, down, left, right, back, forth, and time. So we live in the fourth dimension, according to that.
We see in 3D, but we're living in the fourth dimension.
All right. Object filmed by my door cam in Kansas City, Missouri. This one looks a little fake to me, but I don't know. What do you guys think? It's like a sky alligator.
It's
probably some
Wilsiak.
smoke. It's some smoke or something.
It's Wilsiak.
It don't look like no smoke.
All right, back it up. Watch it again. It looks like a gator head, like a crocodile floating in water.
Looks like a blue whale.
And you can't see its fucking body,
No, a sperm whale.
Is a sexy sperm whale?
Yep.
What was that group of women that Nazi Germany had that they said that talked to like extra dimensional beings and shit? Can't remember what that whole thing was, what it was called, but they would talk and have a seance with beings not of this realm and shit. And that's how a lot of the Nazi technology came about. It's because they listened to what those
Nikola Tesla said the same thing. That's where he got a lot of stuff from and knew how to do a lot of stuff, because he said other people from different dimensions was talking to him and telling him how to do it.
So is it like that documentary where it's called Midnight Run, I think it was, with Michael Shannon, having that little boy that was from the, I guess, alternate dimension.
Yeah.
Did I read this Stephen Carroll super chat? I don't think I did. First reported abduction was in New Hampshire. Kind of weird reading what happened and being at the same spot at the same time. I'm assuming of day. Drove a little faster out there. Was that the Betty and Barney Hill Was that New Hampshire?
I think so. That was in like 67, I think. 1967, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the most reported and studied cases, as far as I understand.
Yeah.
I don't think that they ever came to any conclusions about it, except for, you know, like all the lie detector tests that they gave them came up like they're not lying.
Yep. I think it's real, man. I don't see why we would be the only people in existence. I mean, look at all through history that it's all over history and ancient paintings and stuff of flying saucers inside of ancient paintings. Saucers on cave walls and shit, millions of years old. Like, it's out there. It's just people. I think people just choose to ignore it just because they don't want to believe it. And then not only that, it's like it's stupid to say, "Oh, I don't believe in UFOs." There's been multiple governments has even came out and said, even ours has finally put it out and said that, yeah, we're being visited and in contact with otherworldly beings. It's real. It's not a joke.
Well, I will say I have seen things 2 times in my life, dead sober, fucking, you know, no excuse for anything except for my own senses. One of them, it looked like a helicopter at first to me, but it was kind of like moving weird, you know, like the way it was moving, it wasn't just hovering there. And the second thing I noticed about it was how quiet it was, because it was making no sound whatsoever. And if a helicopter was that close as to what I was seeing, like it definitely would have made sound. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this motherfucker like, what the fuck is that? And it was like it fucking sensed someone saw it, you know? And it was like, oh shit, someone spotted us. Changed to star mode, and it like fucking shrunk down and dimmed up and stopped moving and looked exactly
red?
like a star. Well, hold on. And then it was just sitting there like a star, like normal color, just star. And I'm looking at this thing like, fuck you, you're not a fucking star. I saw you. You were a fucking helicopter that was moving weird, that wasn't making sound. Now you're a star, bullshit. And this was what I'm thinking in my head. Like, fuck you. You're not a fucking star. And after about a minute of being a star, it was like, okay, boys, jigs up. We got to get out of here. And it went from star mode back to helicopter mode, and then blinked and flashed, and then shot off like the fucking Starship Enterprise.
I seen an orb in Colorado. I think it was like a year and a half ago. It was just floating. It was like a red orb, and it looked like a helicopter too, kind of, but just like a bright red ball. And all of a sudden, it just drops out of the sky like fast as shit. And I'm waiting to hear like an explosion or something, like a helicopter just went down, and there's nothing. Just like, what the fuck is that?
Well, thanks for the super chat. I'm not doing okay. Thank you. we got all the windows open. Listen, hold on. Let me explain to you. This is the worst night because you got the windows open because we redid the floors. We took all the carpet up out of the living room, and they put retreated the wood underneath, and so we have to have the windows open so we don't die. And the window's open right now, and I'm looking outside, and I'm telling you,
cornfield.
It ain't okay right now. I don't want to listen to this. Looking outside, Nikola Tesla talking to E.T. and I got to hear, oh, they're coming for you.
All you need now is a thunderstorm.
Dude,
it was raining earlier.
Dude, just get your 10 mil, put it on your desk, and you're good.
I got 2 guns right here. I got 2 guns. And I got a Civil War sword in case he wants some business.
It's too bad that none of those guns are going to work.
I got a Civil War sword. He can't. What are they going to do with the Civil War sword? Chop his alien penis right off.
You're assuming that they're naked. Are you going to undress them?
And you're assuming the aliens are going to have a penis. They might actually take it and you know, slowly fillet yours. You know, dick fill it.
No, I will get them with the sword, and I got 2 guns.
You should feel honored if an alien pulls his penis out on you.
You know, they talk about like the anal probes and stuff. I think it's a urethra probe, actually, is what they do now.
Oh my god! How about time dilation? You guys ever had a time dilation happen to you?
It happens to me at work every day. Like my day before work goes by really fast, and then I get to work and time moves very, very, very slowly.
Especially that last hour on the shift.
Oh
The
yeah.
first
I
hour
just
too,
don't
man.
wanna-
Like the whole thing sometimes, man.
I've had what feels like 5 minutes go by, and then it's just like, oh, it was 3 hours. Holy shit.
Especially when you're trying to get some sleep.
Mhm.
All right, this one kind of looks like the one I saw.
STR3B.
Without the 3 lights around it. Is that the triangle ship?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's ours.
Ghost Shadow dropped in $2 and said, "Truth on Windows being open. Duke let one rip."
Well, that's true too, but
Yeah, like it worked in War of the Worlds, right? The bacteria got him. So if you just like flatulate everywhere, the aliens can't get anywhere near you.
the rustling. See, the neighbor lets its cat over here, and the cat comes up in the bushes. And one time it was having and I didn't know what cats having sex sounded like, and I was terrified at that noise. I was like, it sounded like ET being beat with a baseball bat, and I hear this noise, and it's like, rah, 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 and it's horrible. I thought what it was.
Man.
Then my wife explained to me why it sounds like that, and because and that
They've got a barb on their penis. They've got barbed penises.
I know.
And the male bites down on their back, just latches onto that bitch, and just
So I was hanging out with my brother-in-law one night, and we were like drinking, having a couple of beers, and I went outside to have a cigarette, and I hear what sounds like a snarling animal in the darkness. Right? It's like like making all these weird fucking noises and shit. And he goes and grabs his flashlight, which was the worst flashlight in the history of flashlights. You got to crank it to work, and like it never gets bright enough to see anything. And like it keeps snarling, and then it snarls like real hard. And I had my shotgun because I was living there at the time, and I like went inside and grabbed my shotgun. And I came back outside, and he's got his flashlight, and I've got my shotgun, and we're looking, and he's pointing, and we're looking, and the snarling's happening, and like fucking snarls really loud again. I like cock the shotgun, like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Right? And then like we creep forward a little bit and like move a little bit over. You know what it was?
Raccoons.
Deer pooping. The deer had eaten something, and it made them fucking like poop really, really loud, like diarrhea poop. And it was the sound of the diarrhea poop that sounded like a snarling animal in the dark. I almost killed the fucking deer in the neighbor's yard. Stephen Carroll dropped in 5 and said, "It'll be okay, Duke, as long as you remember that the rustling you may hear, isn't the wind. It's just them getting closer."
Oh, well, thanks, Steve. That's what I needed to hear is that the windows are open and
MSB says, "Easy fix, play Slim Whitman recordings. Worked then on Mars Attacks." Oh, okay, Mars Attacks.
And keep a glass of water near you.
All right, this one's a little funky. What the fuck is this thing? It's like an alien fetus.
It's a hearing aid.
What the fudge? That's something straight out of Half-Life right there. What the hell? That's some CGI. No way.
It's a flying pot sticker.
But see, they're like I would buy that as it's taking on different forms. That's so creepy.
I mean, it looks like a half-eaten fortune cookie.
I don't know. Some stuff may look weird, look like CGI and shit, but only because it's a multi-dimensional object, so it'll look animated even in real life.
Well, what is like? Okay,
That
what
a
is the
window?
tesseract? Do you guys know what a tesseract is?
Yes, that is the thing that Loki used that one time when he showed up, and then he turned Hawkeye into a slave when he stole it, and then like used it to open up a portal in New York.
Okay, well
to
that's
all the aliens and shit.
That's not what an actual Tesseract is.
No, the
Tesseract is a real thing.
That's based off of what an actual Tesseract is. I'm saying
it's
a
a
fucking
real
joke.
thing.
I hate you.
I forget what the number is, but a Tesseract is it's a cube that has so many other cubes inside of it. It's
a 4-dimensional cube.
Yeah, but there's a number. It has a certain number of cubes inside it that are all the same. Technically, they're all the same size as the outer cube, the ones that are in it, or something like that.
It's a 4-dimensional cube in which the 4th dimension is at right angles to the other 3 dimensions that we can see, and you can't fucking picture what it looks like, but you can express what it looks like on paper if you because you can draw like a cube on paper, right? So you're drawing like a cube in 2 dimensions. You can draw a tesseract in 3 dimensions if you, I don't know, there's a picture of it somewhere that I could pull up eventually, but it's an actual thing. At least conceptually, it's a thing. Tesseract. Look it up. All right, here we got another one. It's from October 9th. Strange phenomenon in the sky. Where is this at? Doesn't say. 45 seconds long. Again, we got the sky demons making alien babies or whatever. They're getting together. What if they are demons, dude?
That's what my grandma says they are.
No, I'm telling you,
she's all churchy and holy and shit, and that's what she said. She said like, no, them aliens that you think aliens, they demons. I don't think so.
Oh, where'd it go? I wasn't looking for a second. Oh, it just fades off. Okay.
It looked like somebody messing with the dimmer switch in the house. I really know, right? It's like a reflection from a light bulb onto the window. And
Yeah, that
using
could
like
be.
the dimmer switch to turn it off.
Except for it was like moving around in relation to each other, unless you had the dimmer switch light and you were going like this in the background, you know?
Probably.
Looks like they're outside though too. So what window?
That's a good point.
Like, look like he's shooting from the window, ain't it?
It's a reflection off their glasses.
Bjorn dropped in $5. Didn't say anything. Thanks, Bjorn.
I think it could be, man. I mean, if you want to bring that up, I mean, I think it could be. I think there's a large possibility that it could be something like that. I once heard a guy say that he's like, yeah, some people tell you there's a demon behind every bush in America. And he's like, I really don't believe that. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, I believe there's 3. So I mean, I don't know, man. Stuff like this. This is not. We've been looking up in the sky since the beginning of time, right? There's always been something. Explain all those pictures in the those Renaissance pictures from the Da Vinci. That there's like flying saucers like in the background. What are those, man? That's not just some random dude just drawing. That's 500 years ago. Some dude saw the same thing we're seeing, and people have been seeing that stuff in the air since forever, and they're talking about it. And not everybody can be wrong all the time.
So, you know how you hear accounts and see different posts and shit and videos of people seeing these little creatures and shit running around like the woods and forest and shit? Is that just CGI'd, or could that possibly be like little alien creatures, or, you know, maybe like an alternate dimension that we can't see, kind of like that movie Midnight, whatever it is?
I don't know, but so we were talking earlier about how there's potentially 11 dimensions of time and space, of which 7 of them we have no perception of, and that if you're in a deeper dimension than the plane of existence that we're on, that like you can affect things inside of this dimension, and like it'd be like, you know, like the 2-dimensional things, there's only back, forth, left, right, and we're three-dimensional, and they live on this like single plane, and you put your finger down on that plane. To them, that spot where your finger's touching is the only thing they can see. They don't see anything attached to it, and all of a sudden it just popped out of nowhere into existence. And then as soon as you lift your finger up, right, like it just disappeared to them. Like if, you know, conceptually again, if there were a two-dimensional being living on that single plane of existence, and you passed your hand through it, it would see a cross section of your arm like it was like an MRI, you know, like, and they wouldn't understand what it was or where it came from or where it went or how it happened or anything, because they don't have the ability to look up. And I'm saying that if there are extra dimensions, we don't have the ability to look effectively up and see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And moreover, if that's true, if all that's happening, these like things are popping up and like fucking people's trail cams or whatever it is, you know, like what is the difference between that and a demon? You know, like if you go back far enough in time and you like look at the religious scriptures and teachings that were taught to people, perhaps there were benevolent and malevolent beings from these extra dimensional realms that can interact with our realm, that are doing things to us or for us or whatever in the past that were interpreted as being an angel or a demon.
Possibility that we were more advanced back in the day too, using a different type of technology than electronic.
Okay, this one's not so new, and I think I know what this is. The cameraman's awesome here, by the way. So what is that? It's a fucking string in the sky. If you take, this is something that most people don't know about, like the International Space Station, for instance. They take a wire cable and stretch it out into nothing, going through the magnetic and gravitational flux while you're in orbit. Flux meaning change, like there's, you know, you're moving through the electromagnetic fucking umbrella or whatever you want to call it. That's how you create electricity. So you can stretch out a cable, and if it's a long enough cable, they did this back in the day, the cable was too long and it fucking melted. And so they had to make the cable shorter. So potentially this is just, you know, some spacecraft or space station up in the sky, and they're like, you know, running low on juice. So they stretched out the cable to make electricity. But I don't know. That's exactly what it looks like, though.
No.
Still interesting, though.
And if you look at it closely, there was something like, there was a dot right here, which makes me think that. But I don't know.
It looks like someone doing an etch-a-sketch in the sky.
All right, this one's from Chile, October 13th.
The veil.
They're just recording the... Oh, wait, what was that? It moves so fast that you can't even fucking perceive it. And that's not a bird. You guys see that?
Barely, yeah.
As a spectator.
Unless we have some fucking like super hypersonic fucking spacecraft that can break the sound barrier without making a sound or a sonic boom.
Yeah, you can see it coming right behind it, too.
Yeah.
I've got one for you. Can I show you?
Yes.
This one's for Duke. Duke, are you awake?
I'm watching.
Okay. Oh, and it's an ad. Hold on, we got to get past that.
We were just talking about this, weren't we?
Yeah, I was just saying how I don't like it when chicks have all those tattoos. I think it's gross, and when they get old, it fucking looks so haggard and gross.
I love that. I love
you
tattoos.
imagine your grandma looking like that? Like, grandma, make us some... Oh, what the fuck's wrong with your leg, grandma?
I think tats are fucking hot.
Yes.
Anyway.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Shh.
Depends on where they are.
Where?
Oh, I know this one.
Not here.
What the fuck? I'm like, that got me. Holy shit.
I hate all of you.
Dude's having a heart attack, and he's like, "I'm coming, Elizabeth."
I threw my headset. I hate all of you. Especially you, man.
It's the adrenaline, though, that makes it fun. Come
I
on
can't
now,
even
dude.
breathe. I'm going to have nightmares. I'm going to have nightmares tonight.
That's why you can't go to sleep yet, because he's so terrified.
Yeah, Duke's gonna be awake for the whole chat tonight, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, love that one. It's great.
All right, this one's from October 8th. What is going on above the clouds? Don't need that music. That's going to scare Duke. In fact, like, what is that? There's two of them. There's one that's kind of like, that's how that helicopter was moving. It's like, that's not a helicopter. Why is it moving weird like that? And then this one's just floating along like the mothership. You should find more of those, Matt, if you can. MSB says, no more laxatives for me. Go change your underwear. You need some wet wipes.
Oh, I did find this one for Duke. Apparently, this is supposed to be pictures of a real alien. I don't know.
My gosh, man.
That one wasn't even. That was nothing.
I hate all of you.
But we love you, Duke.
No.
Okay, but seriously, what can this one be? What is this? What is a logical explanation for what, like a spotlight, maybe?
No, no.
A spotlight and a laser pointer?
It kind of looks like Pong to me, but I don't know. That is really weird how it just hits and like changes trajectory.
Did you guys see the video with like the sky literally looked like it like flickered off? It was flicking on and off. It was going from light to dark.
No. There's a weird commercial from I think it's from Sweden. I just posted. It's kind of hilarious. Give Duke a little bit of a relief here.
Pavia says, I want to be. I just hope that the aliens invade when I'm not too old. I want to be part of the resistance, damn it.
Right. Have y'all seen that one where it appears that there's a fucking, the sun's setting, and on the other side of the sky, it's fucking looks like the sun's setting or coming up?
Hold on, I'm looking something up. See, this is what you want to be like.
Armed and ready, sir. I'm Captain.
Oh, we got to skip to the part. There you go. I just wanted the up yours part.
Do you ever see the alternate take on that?
No.
Is that the one where he's actually in the biplane?
Yeah, he's never a part of the mission.
Yeah,
and he has like a bomb strapped to his biplane. It flies it straight up into the bomb, into the alien.
That was what they originally shot, and then they decided to change it
to put him in the battle the whole time. That's still a good movie. That movie holds up.
Oh, that movie's awesome.
Independence Day. The second one was a joke.
Oh yeah,
we're jumping it too.
Actually, Independence Day was a horrible movie.
Fuck you.
But it was fun.
Yeah,
it was a horrible movie when you actually look at it.
Well, it was completely accurate. The Marine dated a stripper. So. A lot of bad choices. So
you're saying it's a documentary?
I'm telling you, it's true on every level. And yeah.
See, I maintain that Battleship is every bit the movie that Independence Day was. If Battleship had come out in 1996 and starred Will Smith, it would be revered as just as good as Independence Day.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
they're
Battleship was
basically the same
Battleship was
fucking
really
movie.
good. Battleship was really good.
I love Battleship, man.
I love Battleship.
I'm having trouble deducing what you're trying to say here, Shot Red. Honda, you view of different aliens have a UN government.
What?
Is this
that
Daniel?
even English?
Oh, that's Daniel.
No, that's Shot Red. You, Honda, you view of different aliens have a UN government. Your view of different aliens, do they have a UN government? Are they part of the UN? I don't know what you're trying to say, bro. I'm having trouble on that one.
Yeah, a little bit. Please clarify.
All right.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
No, this would be Daniel.
Yeah, that's the Daniel post.
That would be the Daniel right there. Learn to read, dumb motherfucker. I'm so drunk I can't type things, but you have to interpolate it. Caught on security camera in Peoria, Arizona. Both sightings within 10 minutes of one another. 38 seconds long. Saturday, 10/16/2021. Nothing yet. Oh. What the fuck? That was weird. It looked like a shooting star at first or something, but then
yeah.
10 minutes later.
That was one of our satellites probably going down from that shit bombing it.
I was hoping Sober Honda could pronounce my name right, LOL. Paiva. I love all the damn alien talk. I added damn. Paiva. Okay, Paiva 07. I got it. I don't know. What do you guys think this one is? This first one's weird. The second one kind of looks like it could be a shooting star. Like, that looks like a shooting star to me.
Yeah, it does. How it kind of fades out.
Yeah, like that's what happens when they're not, they come into the atmosphere, but they're not big enough to fucking make it all the way to the surface and they burn out before.
Right.
I've seen them hit the ground. Like, that shit was like a nuke went off. This one?
That first one kind of looks like that video that came out of, was it Russia or whatever, where it was they shot that rocket off and it was returned to sender.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of looks like a rocket shooting down before it hits it, gets returned to sender.
Mm-hmm. And then that's it after it blows up.
I don't know.
Definitely weird. Sure.
Like, it doesn't look like it's. I mean, any one of these could be CGI'd if you have the skill. You know what I mean? So it's like there's that aspect to it, but
that weird pause though, right before it shoots up, though. That's the weird part, Like it almost bounces off of something.
You didn't have to drop in another super chat. But thank you for that, Shot Red. I just wanted clarification. Sorry. They say there are a bunch of different alien species around our planet working together in a UN-like system. Watch what we do. Your thoughts? Dude, I don't know. They're like, there's like these dudes online who are like, there are 17 different species of aliens. These ones are called this. This one is called that. This one is called this. This is what this one. And they're so definitive about like what they know about the thing that it's just like my bullshit sensor fucking is ringing bells. You know what I mean? Duke.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Were you sleeping?
No.
Someone was breathing heavily. Sorry. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe there's not. There's definitely like weird shit going on. I can tell you that.
For sure.
Yeah, I've heard talk over the years about there being like different alien races that have talked to governments and stuff like that, and some are good and some are bad.
Ugh. All right. Allegedly captured September 29th, 2022 by an amateur astronomer in China. We'll update the thread as I get more info. So he was recording the moon. This is close up.
Oh yeah, I seen this. Yeah, I seen this.
Like, what the fuck is that?
But our government's already told us that there is like flying saucers and shit and other worldly beings visiting us. So, I mean, you can't mark everything off as fake.
I want to get a high-powered telescope and just point it at the moon all the time and see if I see some shit like this.
It was a YouTube channel that did that, and they took him off because I used to watch it all the time. And they deleted his channel multiple times. He would remake it, re-put it up, and then delete it. But you would literally see he would put a camera up to the telescope, to the lens, and zoom in, and you would literally see like fucking fights going on between different fucking saucers. Yeah, like you will see this like fucking something shoot out of a ship, hit a ship, in an explosion.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's always around the moon.
Yeah, and I think it's the only way. That's the only reason why you could see it was because the moonlight. And they only censor truth. They don't censor bullshit. So why would they delete his channel multiple times if that shit wasn't really happening and they're trying to hide it?
That's a good point. Like, that's why there's a million videos about flat Earth out there. I think it's like, oh yeah, flat Earth. Go ahead and believe that shit. But then,
well, they did start censoring that. They put those channels back and removed a lot of channels.
Well, there goes that theory. I don't know, dude. This one's fucking weird. And that like matches the traditional view of what a flying saucer is, like what it looks like to the to your eyes or whatever. And there is like there is the theories about the like alien bases on the dark side of the moon and shit or whatever's going on over there, and like, because if you guys don't know, the moon always has the same face facing us. There's always a side of the moon that you never get to see from Earth because of the way that it orbits. Because it is rotating, but it completes one full rotation per month. So exactly, you never see the dark side of the moon. You never see that other side of the moon, ever, unless you're in space. Little Jesus says, what about all of these alleged reptilians that shapeshift in front of cameras, or at least their eyes do?
Oh yeah, that's some crazy shit. Yeah, I've seen
that as well.
Yeah, there's one where you can actually see the face start to lose the form of human mode, so to speak, and start trying to revert back. But then he like composes himself and it goes right back.
Calhoun says, the Nazis live on the far side of the moon. Yes, as in the documentary Iron Sky. I remember. Okay, what is this one? UFO hovering in one place without moving. October 9th.
Oh, this looks great. What's the console?
Who is breathing like that into your microphone?
Someone's asleep.
Their mouth breathing into the microphone.
Duke's asleep.
No, I'm not. I'm right here.
Okay.
What is that? It looks like the Millennium Falcon flying away. That is a shitty ass camera, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
God, dude. Like, is that a tree or a blob? I can't tell. But whatever. Another example. What is that sound? Oh. Oh no.
No. No. No. Nope.
Oh, look at it, Duke.
No. Oh my gosh, his eyes.
You never seen this movie, Duke?
Yes, I have, but it still bothers me. He looks like Joe Biden.
Oh, they put goo in his mouth.
Look, it's Joe Biden.
What movie is this?
Fire in the Sky.
Fire in the Sky. Yeah. It's a true story because this was happened to a real guy. This is what he said happened to him.
Yep.
Look at that's Joe Biden.
They're putting cum in his eyeball.
Crazy.
Okay, so this was from October 13th. Camila Cabello shares footage of UFO on The Tonight Show, October 13th, 2022.
Guys, it's crazy.
And watch.
Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Guys.
So here it is in slow motion. Let's take another look at this.
I slowed this video down, this picture down.
What's this? What is that?
Guys, and there's another one that comes from the left mountain to behind the
We
other
actually-
mountain.
We took a screen grab of it, so if you can.
Guys,
see
there's
that thing.
two.
Look at
There's two. That does not look like a bird. It's not a phone thing because you see it clearly go from behind the mountain to like close to the camera to behind another mountain. Guys, I think that the aliens trusted me.
Yeah.
Guys, it's crazy.
There you go.
And watch.
Do you guys see that?
Watch that again.
Watch. Watch. Watch.
Got that really quick.
Watch. Watch. Watch.
Yeah. I swear I've seen shit like that out of the corner of my eye, and it happened so quick you like second guess whether you saw it or not, you know?
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times that's happened. More than once.
Same here.
I had shadow people out of the corner of my eye happen multiple times.
That just means you need to sleep more.
I have insomnia, okay? It's hard.
Okay, this looks like the moon UFO got here finally, you know. Like, what is that? A blimp, maybe? Like a fucking air balloon?
It's definitely not a blimp or air balloon.
I'm just trying to think of what, like that looks like the thing from Nope.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You know, I got a channel strike for that stream.
Why?
I don't know,
We
but I
didn't
just
show anything.
I disputed it and I got rid of it, so it's fine.
It was literally just us reacting to a movie. You couldn't even hear anything.
It's because YouTube, at least the moderators, are a bunch of cuck bags, and they like to watch their girlfriend suck another dude's dick, is what I think. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But you'd have to prove me wrong because I wouldn't believe you otherwise. Yeah, dude. Like, what could this fucking be? That's not an alien. Anybody? You got anything besides CGI and an alien?
Besides that, I have nothing.
Like some experimental spacecraft that we're not supposed to know about. Oh, by the way, the UFO story that I was talking about earlier just so happens to be the location that I saw that was about 5 miles away from a Lockheed Martin base that you need fucking like credentials and shit to go into. There's a gate that you have to go through to get there. You can see it from Google Earth, but you can't fucking get there on the road. But there just happens to be this little lake right nearby. Hold on, let me look it up. Colorado maps, Lockheed Martin, boom, right here. Okay, so this little lake right here is a place that you can pull over, drive up this road, park here, hike down to the lake, hike up to the hill. Like, it's like a little spot. You can take a break, right? And I was riding a motorcycle, and I took a break right here. And I was smoking a cigarette. Lockheed Martin is right here, right? Whatever else they got going on, if you try to, like, you have to turn right onto Valley Road to go up there. If you keep going straight, you run into, where is it? The fucking gate? Right here. With a guard who doesn't let you by, who's got, like, guns and shit, who are ready to shoot your ass if you drive by. Like, I made the mistake of coming up this road and being like, oh, I can't go that way. Okay, sorry, man, and I had to turn around before, you know? But this is where I was when I saw the fucking UFO. It was, like, right in this parking lot right here. So, right next to a Lockheed Martin. Isn't that weird? Like, what is this thing? I don't fucking know. Anyway. Oh, who's texting me? That better not be my son. I'm off work already. I'm not quite done with the chat.
That thing looked like one of those pogo balls. Have you seen it before? It's one of those 90s toys.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because I was thinking that a while ago myself.
Yeah.
Where it had like a base you stand on the
Okay, give me 20 minutes and then I can leave.
Yeah, you stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's that one. Oh, Let on Steel's here. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Okay, thankfully this is the last video too, actually, when I think about it. And I saved the best for last. Again, I don't know what the fuck this is. Could it be CGI? Absolutely. But watch this fucking video. This is from 12 hours ago. This is what started me on the whole fucking path of like, what the fuck? Could this be a bunch of drones and shit? Maybe, I guess. But it looks like there's dark spots. It looks like a giant fucking pyramid. And then it does that.
Interdimensional. It's not in space, bro. They're in an extra dimensional plane.
Just like the Borg.
Mm-hmm.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile. Your biological and technological individuality will be added to our own.
We will probe your butthole.
Isn't that crazy?
Let it play out again. When it looks like it goes vertical before it goes through the little portal, it looks like smoke plume. You can see like a smoke plume circling around underneath it. You see it right here?
Yeah.
Bro. Again, could that be CGI? Yeah. Could this be a fake video? Yes, it could. But someone did a really fucking thorough, good job of it. Because, like, matching the camera shake with the tree, with the thing in the background, like, that is hard to do. You know?
They added a little smoke.
Like, that part would be hard to do. Bruh.
Yeah, like that portal, it looks like it has to build to let it go in, and then once it goes in, then it just shuts down. That was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if this isn't CGI, and it's not an alien spacecraft, what is it?
Time travel device.
Yeah, I don't think that CGI. Just there's too much around it that's going on that I don't see how they could CGI that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could. No. You could probably easy to do that with some basic skills. I mean, it takes a little bit more time to get all that detail in there.
I'm like you, Corey. That smoke plume looks kind of weird too.
It does because it starts building before it even looks like it goes vertical. Because you can kind of see it, and then it just like spins around in a circle.
Yeah, it keeps going around it.
Mm-hmm. You see it right there on the right.
Yep.
And then it goes up, and then it starts going around in circles.
Is it going in front of the tree? That would be a telltale sign of CGI if it goes in front of that tree.
Nah, it looked like it's in the back of the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very questionable.
Yeah, that's the last video though. I don't know, dude. That one's craziest. That was the craziest one. I saved the best for last. Then we got a bunch of other stuff from the chat last night, and you can look at my tweets and replies, I guess, when I'm talking shit to people. Like, thanks, Karen. And except when it comes to the jab, right? And except when it comes to gun rights, and it's hard to live and thrive when the cost of living is astronomical, and keep your children safe from dangerous drugs and criminals and illegal immigrants. If you care about these things, you should vote for someone else or move. I hate Jared Polis. Like, that's my whole fucking existence on Twitter right now is talking shit to Jared Polis.
Yeah, he's a scumbag.
Like, this person was like, oh, and we're still better off than the red states, 8th out of 50 in economics. So bad, isn't it? And I'm like, you're right. We're number one, baby. Number one in inflation, number one in auto theft, number one in bank robberies, number one in cocaine use, and number 2 in fentanyl deaths. Woohoo! Fuck yeah, liberal Democrats for the win, baby. Yes!
I mean, we can't all be number one, so.
Yeah, well, it just depends on what metrics you care about, I suppose.
The smoke says that 2 women saw the same image and had major radiation from it. I don't know.
You got any more alien videos, Matt?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's
No.
too bad. Well, that's too bad. Well, what do you guys think out in the chat and the panel? Are we looking at real things on video? Or these fake? Or some of them real, some of them fake?
Personally, I think they're all fake.
So going back to that last one, the coloration, how it was like that teal. My brother and I saw something like 15, 20 years ago, something like that. And it had a very similar tone to it. It was like that kind of tealish color, but it was also like a light bluish to it. And it was like 11:30 or so at night. And I swear to God, we had missing time because the next thing we remember, it was like 3 a.m.
First, I mean, I think the universe is teeming with life, but nobody has the technology yet to go, from planet to planet, from solar system to solar system yet.
Like in my hometown out in the county, and this happened in the 60s and 70s, they had sightings all the time. And then it's just like it just went away. Nobody's ever seen stuff again, but there's police records that you can read, all kind of stuff on people seeing stuff out in the county.
Or should I say from galaxy to galaxy?
Well, I know where I'm at in Ohio here. There's a bunch of military bases around here, so it could be our own tech that they're having just fly around and stuff.
That's the thing, where I lived at, there was nothing military around there. So that's why it was kind of weird.
Yeah, isn't it crazy that I saw that fucking UFO right by Lockheed Martin?
Yeah.
Which makes me think not a UFO, but like captured, like adapted technology, maybe test flight type shit.
Yeah.
Or yes,
Definitely.
UFO, and they're looking at what we're doing. You know what I mean?
I think it's just future tech that we don't want out yet.
I'm sure y'all covered it. Oh, sorry.
Good. No, you're good.
Shit, I'm back. Sorry.
I don't know if you guys covered it, but that's like that place, I don't know, forgot where it was at, but all the nuclear weapons armed and all that from a craft that was over it. And then when they went away, everything went back to normal.
Oh, you're talking about what was the name of that fucking top secret project they used to develop the nukes?
Yeah, I can't.
Back in the 40s.
Yeah, I can't remember it.
It was what is the name of it? Someone in the chat help me out. Someone knows. Someone out there knows what we're talking about. The secret program, U.S. government, developed nukes. Project something.
It's off the top of my head.
It's tip of my tongue. I just can't remember what the fuck it is. Manhattan Project. Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, camera nerd. God damn.
I was thinking that, but I was thinking you was thinking about something else. But the Manhattan Project.
Well, there are stories, and I couldn't confirm them, couldn't tell you where I heard it or when I heard it or whatever, of exactly what you're talking about. The Manhattan Project, they were developing nukes, and like the fucking UFO would come in, and like all the power would shut down, and like fucking they couldn't explain it, and then the UFO would go away, and everything was back up again, but the nuke would be fucking deactivated.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's it.
And then there's also stories of nuclear launch facilities that have that same thing going on, where it's like they got the missile in the tube ready to go, UFO flies over, everything turns off, UFO flies away, now the missile needs to be repaired. Like something got fried.
Yeah, they have to rearm it and all that shit because it's been disabled.
Yep.
What was the one where they had like all the like some of the sailors melted into the ship? What was that one?
Oh god, I remember that one too. I can't remember the
I
name
do
of it.
too.
Was some kind of time portal something they was doing, or cloaking tech?
Yeah, it was supposed to be some kind of time travel.
The Philadelphia experiment.
Philadelphia experiment. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And who knows if that's true or not? There's stories about it being true. There's also a story about like 100 fucking US soldiers dying, each with like a fucking hole in their head in the exact same spot, like right in the middle of their forehead through their brain stem. And like it was like an alien rescue project because they had a fucking alien on base that they were gonna fucking do experiments on. Again, couldn't tell you when I heard that, couldn't tell you if it's true or not, can't confirm it, blah blah blah. But I heard that. I do remember. I don't know. Crazy shit, man. Crazy ships in the sky.
Mm-hmm. You ever seen the video of the cloaked military unit fucking some shit up, and then like the camera goes all fucked up because it wasn't supposed to see it?
I think I've seen that. I can't remember. But I think I might have doing like a YouTube rabbit hole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Memes like this too. Sorry, I've been on a Polis kick. When Colorado elects Polis and the state collapses, well, I hope you little commies are pretty pleased with yourselves. This is my best Mackey voice. I'm Mr. Mackey. Little Jesus says, have you heard of the Dulce War? The fuck is that?
That sounds familiar.
Not way. War. Underground alien bases in the battle for planet Earth. This is not science fiction. This is true to life War of the Worlds. Isn't this basically what Scientologists believe?
Lord Zeno?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And that the souls are trapped inside of the fucking volcanoes. And like, God damn it. Your thetan levels are too high, Honda.
My favorite religion.
Oh, what is this, Xanatos?
For Duke.
Dookie. Dookie, wake up.
Dukie's gone.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't think Duke's here anymore, is he?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. That would have been great. All right, guys. Well, my son is off of work and is in need of a ride. So I'm going to have to shut this down a little bit early. Not too early. We're going an hour and 24 minutes and 30 seconds at this point. We usually go an hour and a half, sometimes a little bit longer. But unfortunately, tonight I have prior obligations. So I need to go take care of that. And I do appreciate everyone who showed up tonight. Do appreciate all the super chats. Do appreciate everyone on the panel. I hope you guys are doing well out there and that you have nightmares of aliens.
Chill.
But yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow night on the Guns and Geeks podcast on Never Enough Ammo's channel. Do tune in for that. And until then, peace.
Peace.
Peace.